Wait, I'm just going to try to make this alarm disappear. 3, 2, close. Okay. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share my book and share books I like and share some math. So, today I'm going to share you this book, which is again one of George's adventure, and it's called George and the Big Bang. I think you can see it, right? Okay. So this book talks about the Big Bang. Well, I mean technically it does, because only one page talks about, only 3 pages talks about the start or a few milli microseconds before the Big Bang. So let me start to review the book. So I'm going to review only parts of it, because the rest of it I'm going to leave it as a suspense, so you can buy the book for yourself and read it. So let's start. Annie's father, Eric, was told by Zuzubin, Eric's teacher from Foxbridge University. Eric was told that he was supposed to go to the Large Hadron Collider and see if he would see the first few milli microseconds about the Big Bang, because Zuzubin was actually planning something. So Eric had to go to Switzerland to go to the LHC, Large Hadron Collider, and transmit all its information to Cosmos to make Cosmos know all the information and display it on its screen so it can display it in the pictures. But there was some people who wanted to make the experiment look as if it didn't go right. So Torag, which isn't really their name, but a name that George and Annie and Eric's dad made up, not Eric's dad, and Eric, Annie's dad, made up. It actually stood for Theory of Everything Resists Addition of Gravity, which is TOERAG, Torag. So Torag wanted to make the experiment, as I said, look as if it had exploded or it had gone wrong, so future scientists won't try to do this and science will be feared forever. Dr. Reaper, George's old school teacher, was also part of Torag. But then he wasn't actually trying to help Torag, but then he was there to actually help Eric. His job in Torag, as Dr. Reaper said to George, was to make an undefusable bomb that can never be diffused, which isn't really true, because there was a code that Dr. Reaper found out that can defuse the bomb. He said that the bomb was hidden in the soda machine in the LHC. So George and Annie found their way to LHC in the old Cosmos, because the Cosmos, the laptop, was taken away by Dr. Lin to check on an investigation on what it had teleported, because Cosmos was super intelligent, supercomputer, and can send you into space or any other parts. Like it can send you from a country to another. Not only space, can go to anywhere. So they used old Cosmos, which they found Zuzubin, as I said, was Eric's teacher, old teacher, was using it. So Vincent, Annie's friend, was also with them. Annie, George, and Vincent were going there and they saw Zuzubin using the supercomputer, the old supercomputer, the old Cosmos, which was pretty huge. It filled around the size of a football, not a football pitch, 1/4 of a football pitch. So when they saw Zuzubin using it, George's phone suddenly had a call, and Zuzubin heard it and saw George and Annie there. And George wanted to hurry. Annie wanted to hurry to the LHC to save his father, Eric. But they were tricked by Zuzubin, because he said that they will go to the LHC with the old Cosmos portal, but when they opened the door and stepped into it, they found themselves in a room, an inverse Scrogener trap. So finally, after they made their way out, after Vincent helping them, they went to the LHC and defused the bomb using the code. So that was pretty much how the bomb was defused, and then Eric transferred all the information about the start of the Big Bang into the new Cosmos, and they saw a billionth of 10 billionth of a microsecond after a Big Bang. So this is the history of probably microseconds after the Big Bang. Time now 13.7 billion years since the Big Bang. Time 200,000 years ago, modern humans appear. Time 65 million years ago, the age of the dinosaurs comes to an end. Time 175 million years ago, Pangaea, all the Earth's continents united in one land. Time about 200 million years ago, dinosaurs began to roam Earth. Time roughly 2 billion years ago, oxygen form photosynthesis began to collect in the Earth's atmosphere. Time about 3.5 billion years ago, life on Earth begins. But the early Earth is still a dangerous place, as time 4.6 billion years ago, our sun is born. We're almost to the billionth of second after the Big Bang. time, 13.2 billion years ago, around 500 million years after the Big Bang. A beautiful spiral galaxy, the Milky Way. The first stars explode and mix a mix of different atoms into space, which will end up in the next generation of stars all across the universe. And after all this, it starts microseconds after the Big Bang. And then Cosmos suddenly said, "This is when space and time as we understand it should begin. But the universe is still here, incredibly small and still shrinking. Perhaps it will never reach a singularity at all." So that's pretty much the story. And thanks. And the next video I'm going to share to you is this, George and the Unbreakable Code. So thanks. And that's the end. Thanks.